Get your daily news fix with News Source Scrawler's latest edition. December 12th, 2024, featuring crypto, politics, tech, and more.
Gemini 2.0, Google's latest flagship AI, can generate text, images, and speech. Google is testing AI agents that assist gamers in video games. Additionally, Google unveils Jules, an AI coding assistant that promises autonomous bug fixes and expedited development cycles. On a different note, Apple Intelligence is officially launching today in the UK, Canada, and 4 more countries. Lastly, Midjourney is launching a multiplayer collaborative world-building tool called Patchwork.
On YouTube, viewers globally streamed over 1 billion hours of content daily on their TVs, while they watched over 400 million hours of podcasts monthly on living room devices. Additionally, the FCC has opened the entire 6 GHz band to very low-power device operations. Furthermore, the Oscars ceremony will be streamed live on Hulu for the first time.
Apple is collaborating with Broadcom on developing an AI chip. Exxon is considering selling electricity to data centers. A bad RAM attack successfully breaches AMD secure virtual machines using just a Raspberry Pi Pico, a DDR socket, and a 9V battery. In the United States, 1 in 6 congresswomen has been targeted by AI-generated sexually explicit deepfakes. Palantir's executive vice president emphasizes the significance of software in modern warfare. Meanwhile, the Russian government has been using cybercriminals' tools to spy on Ukraine, as a Microsoft report reveals that Russian actor Secret Blizzard is employing the techniques of other groups to attack Ukraine. Mathematicians made a casual discovery of 2 new infinities. In the United States, more colleges are set to close in 2025, despite the surge in applications to Ivy Plus schools. As by 2029, 80 colleges could close, even as elite Ivy League schools continue to thrive. Additionally, SpaceX is showcasing footage of robots being used to manufacture Starship rockets in Texas.
NVIDIA is facing a lawsuit alleging that it downplayed the significant impact of cryptocurrency on its success. The Supreme Court has granted permission for investors to pursue a class action lawsuit against NVIDIA. This decision comes after the Supreme Court agreed to take up the NVIDIA securities suit in June 2022, focusing on the company's compliance with pleading standards. Additionally, in the United States, Senator Elizabeth Warren introduced a bill aimed at holding capitalism accountable. Furthermore, Klarna Bank was fined a substantial amount of $46 million in Sweden due to a money laundering investigation.
The Hill comments as, "Increased Christianity in schools opens the door to satanic temple education programs, more older adults receiving a new ADHD diagnosis. About 1 in 3 U.S. women are accessing family planning services," announces CDC.
Circle, a stablecoin issuer, expands its offerings with Binance. Crypto.com collaborates with Deutsche Bank to provide corporate banking services in key Asian Pacific markets. Australia imposes a $5 million fine on Kraken's operator for regulatory violations. Microsoft anticipates a $800 million impairment charge in the second quarter of 2025 due to General Motors' exit from Cruise. NVIDIA intensifies its hiring efforts in China to concentrate on developing AI-powered cars. Honda terminates its self-driving partnership with General Motors as the founders of Cruise unit.
Designer John Galliano departs Maison Margiela after a decade-long tenure. Yayoi Kusama adorned 60 trees with pink and white polka dots in preparation for her NGV exhibition in Melbourne, where her immersive art becomes the focal point. Vancouver approves a motion to become a Bitcoin-friendly city.
Nike has renewed its contract with the NFL, which briefly considered other bidders. 2 months ago, Nike also signed a 12-year partnership extension with the NBA, WNBA, and G League. FIFA has confirmed Saudi Arabia as the host country for the 2034 World Cup, also hosts the Six Nations 2030 World Cup. Additionally, China's ruling Communist Party has expelled the former chief of the country's sports body. A study suggests that the short-term cognitive enhancement derived from exercise could persist for up to 24 hours. Reuters has fact-checked that CNN did not release a headline claiming Elon Musk was going to melt down at the Statue of Liberty. Additionally, a satirical piece about Allahu Akbar becoming the most popular greeting in the UK was mistakenly taken seriously. According to a lawsuit, PhotoBucket inadvertently enrolled inactive users into a significant privacy issue.
Google Cloud and Swift, pioneers in advanced AI and federated learning technologies, are collaborating to combat payments fraud. This innovative approach involves training the model within financial institutions on decentralized data, ensuring enhanced security and privacy. On the other hand, Apple Intelligence has introduced several exciting features, including image playground, Genmoji enhancements, writing tools improvements, seamless support for ChatGPT, and visual intelligence. Apple has also launched its ChatGPT integration with Siri, while OpenAI has apologized for an outage caused by an Apple update that combined Siri and ChatGPT. In recognition of their outstanding contributions, Time has named Lisa Su of AMD as its CEO of the year.
Elon Musk achieves a historic milestone by surpassing the $400 billion net worth mark, primarily driven by the remarkable success of Tesla and SpaceX. In contrast, the Bank of Japan is expected to maintain its interest rates in the face of global risks. On the USA front, the November U.S. CPI report reveals a steady decline in inflation, with the annual rate hovering at a manageable 2.7%.
In a longest journey of a humpback whale, a male travels over 8,000 miles to mate. Dogs pull harder on the leash when they wear a harness than a collar. New Zealand plans to ban greyhound racing over animal welfare concerns.
The comparative literature class will be the first course in the humanities division to implement an AI system developed by UCLA. Meanwhile, Takashi Murakami is employing AI technology in his latest exhibition to assist in the recreation of ancient Japanese paintings. Additionally, Harvard University is set to release an extensive and free AI training dataset, which has been financially supported by OpenAI and Microsoft. European Central Bank expected to lower rates, considering U.S. trade issues and France's unrest. China contemplates yuan depreciation due to anticipated U.S. trade tariffs. UK farmers block roads in protest against inheritance tax.
New data reveals a decline in U.S. grandparents providing care for their grandchildren. In Canada, euthanasia now represents nearly 1 in 20 deaths. Research indicates a global increase in bowel cancer among individuals under 50.
In his final House appearance as Secretary of State, Blinken has defended the 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan. This decision has drawn criticism from GOP members in Congress, who argue that the withdrawal lit the world on fire. Meanwhile, the Pentagon has announced that the mysterious drones observed in New Jersey are not originating from an Iranian mothership. These drones have reportedly been changing time on clocks in the area, causing local residents to fear they might be targets of UFOs. Additionally, Pakistan's military has taken action against the former spy chief, accusing him of engaging in political activities. Syria's rebel leader has pledged to dismantle the security forces of the Assad regime and shut down the prisons. According to Reporters Without Borders, Israeli forces were accountable for the deaths of 1/3 of the 54 journalists killed in 2024. Belgium has been convicted of crimes against humanity for the abduction of thousands of children in the Congo.
Fox News polls suggest that voters are feeling hopeful after the election and want Trump to prioritize addressing inflation. Also, a CNN poll indicates that a majority of Americans approve of Trump's handling of his return to the White House. Additionally, GM CEO Mary Barra asserts that they share a common agenda with Trump. Furthermore, Trump is poised to be named Time's Person of the Year for a second time.
Apple's iPhone Game of the Year is AFK Journey, and iPad Game of the Year, Squad Busters, were announced at the 2024 Apple App Store Awards. Additionally, the Clayface movie is officially underway at DC Studios, with Mike Flanagan writing the screenplay. Furthermore, Sam Mendes is set to direct a 4-films Beatles biopic, scheduled for release in 2027. Trump intends to eliminate the policy that restricts ICE arrests at churches, schools, and hospitals. In the United States, the Justice Department announces that defendants who accept pardons for the January 6 attack will make a confession of guilt. FBI Director Wray expresses his intention to resign before Trump takes office in January, and in response to the FBI director's resignation, a biographer of J. Edgar Hoover reacts with "The Bureau is in trouble."
Montana's Supreme Court upholds a lower court ruling permitting gender-affirming care for minors. In contrast, Britain imposes an indefinite ban on puberty blockers for minors. On the domestic front, the U.S. House approves a substantial $895 billion defense bill, including a military pay raise, while simultaneously banning transgender care for minors.